Where was I? Oh yes. Months in the past, but not many. Hi, happy birthday, Rose. Hello, and thanks. Did you get John's present yet? I just opened it this very moment. What a stunning coincidence you would ask about it right now. I'm stunned. Yeah, I know. What will you make with it? Who said it was something from which something else could be made? Well, John did tell me what it was, duh. I suppose I'll take a stab at learning the craft. It's the least I can do in response to the subtle dig concealed in his gesture. He often tells me I need a new hobby when I make perfectly reasonable analytical remarks. Oh, but Rose, I don't think he meant anything like that by it. You see, not everyone always means the opposite of what they say the way you and Dave always do. Maybe. His birthday is in a few months, isn't it? Yep, I finally finished a present for him. I've been working on it for years. Years? It's so hard to tell when you're joking, or if you're even capable of it. I just mailed it too, so it's sure to get there on time. Mail takes quite a while to get anywhere from where I'm from. I'll probably craft something with strong sentimental value. That should burn him. I don't think you really mean that. I guess not. So, shall I expect a green package dropped to my house via airmail from whatever screwball cranny of the globe you're tucked into? No. Sorry, but you're sort of hard to shop for. Besides, I have something for you today that I think you will like better than something in a box. Oh? It is a tip. This is already intriguing enough to compensate for the grave scarcity of lavish gifts parachuting from the sky. Please, go on. Did you have a pet a long time ago that died? Yes. Well, how did you feel about your cat? Did you love him a lot? Okay. Well, I didn't mention it was a cat. Or that it was a male. Let's pretend I'm surprised, and you're embarrassed, and we can move on. To answer your question, I would describe my feelings toward the animal as lukewarm. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't really matter, I think. Just, what if someone told you you could play a game that would bring him back to life? If someone told me that, I would regard the remark with a great deal of skepticism. If that someone was you, on the other hand, I would have to ask preemptively. Is that someone new? Yes, that someone is me. I just thought you might find it interesting. So what is this game? Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying is all. I think you'll hear about it later, and maybe you can talk to John and Dave about it. They are way more into all this stuff than I am. I'll see what the word on the street is about it, in due time. For now, I should probably order a copy of Knitting for Assholes. It'd be a shame if I ran late with John's present. Dave, get katana. You capture log your katana. 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 10 is 9. And prepare to venture out into the apartment to retrieve your bro's copy of the game. But first, maybe, just maybe, Dave, retrieve dead bird. Dude, that bird is long gone. It probably won't last long in this heat anyway. You don't even know what's up with this sick heat. The sun threatens to set, but it won't step off. It's staring you down, like the big red eye of a hot needle skipping on a groove it's tracing around the earth. While lingering in the midday, its heat seems to suspend time itself, stretching into it like warped vinyl. It's meant to rain this season, but there ain't been a drop in sight. Even a little drizzle would help. Maybe help to fizzle this sizzle a little bizzle. Set the record straight on this global turn tizzle. So don't change the dizzle, turn it up a little. I got a living room full of fine dime brizzles, waiting on the pizzle, the dizzle, and the shizzle. G's to the bizac. Now ladies, here we gizzo. When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. English romantic poet, John Keats. Dave, exit your room and go into the living room. Wait, hold on. There was an arrow forward and an arrow back. I feel like arrowing forward will do something very, very stupid. And arrowing back will restart, and that's fine. But no, I came here for the stupidity. Okay, so we can zoom in on the sun itself. Seen through Dave's shady eyes. Jesus Christ, he looks so stupid. Oh, God. Sorry, little dude. Coming through. Gotta put you down for a bit. You figure you've left him hanging long enough. Dave, hastily into the room with wild abandon. You barge in and see a familiar face. A friendly face. You stand in the living room. Your bro spends most of his days in here. At night, he crashes on the futon. You can't see him anywhere, though. There's the puppet chest he stores little Cal in when he takes him out on gigs, but when he's home, he usually leaves Cal on display somewhere. And with good reason, because Cal's totally sweet. So sweet, man. Dave, pitied a fool. It's your brother's Mr. T puppet, which of course is kept in the apartment with a sense of profound humorous irony. But as usual with your boy's exploits, this is no ordinary irony, or anything close to a pedestrian Tier 1 ironic gesture, which is a meager single step removed from sincerity. This is like 10 levels of irony removed from the original joke. It might have been funny like 8 years ago to joke about Mr. T and how he was sort of lame, but that was the very thing that made him awesome and badass, and that his awesomeness was also sort of the joke. But in this case, the joke is the joke, and that degree of irony itself is also the joke, so on and so forth. Only highly adept satirical ninjas like you and your bro can appreciate stuff like this. It's cool taking stuff that other people think is funny, but you know really isn't, and making it funny again by adding subtle strata of irony, which are utterly undetectable to the untrained eye. Also, for good measure, Mr. T is wearing a leather thong and handcuffed to a pantsless Chuck Norris puppet. God, you hope you can be as cool as your bro is someday. You'd never tell him that, though. Dave, find little Cal and give him fist bumps. Cal's nowhere in sight. All you see is a bunch of your bro's weird nude puppets strewn around haphazardly. You guess these things are kind of cool? Sort of? Dave, play a game on the Xbox. It looks like your bro is playing. It looks like your bro was playing. It's not like him to leave in the middle of some totally intense gaming, though. Not like him to misplace Cal either. Man, you hope the little guy's all right. Oh, there you are, dude. Didn't see you there. We be chill today, Cal? Yeah, you better fucking believe we be chill. Cal's the man. Dave, resist great urge to play bro's Xbox. You fail to resist the urge completely. You start thrashing up stunts something uncanny brutal on your quest for mad snacks, yo, and get this way rude hunger under control. Shit's basically flying off the hook. It's like shit wants nothing to do with the hook. The hook is dead to that shit. But you get stuck in some poorly modeled 3D fixture or something, like a railing or a piece of wall, you'll have to reset. Fuck this shit, man. Dave, give a little Cal a bro fist bump. Oh, you almost forgot. Gotta give C-Man some props. God damn it. Dave, check out your bro's sweet gear. Your bro has so much sweet gear, it's hard to keep up with all sometimes. Hustlin' fuzz. Here's his computer setup. He's usually got a lot of stuff cooking on here at any given moment. Since he's not around, you might as well sneak a peep. Dave, look at your brother's computer. Oh, hell no. Your brother's computer is password protected, of course, to protect all of the incredible top secret shit he's got on the burners. Of course, you know what the password is, and he knows you know it. And you're both cool with that, because the password is the most awesome thing it can be. You enter the password. Only 6 characters, eh? On the desktop is a hodgepodge of unnamed folders to store all the stuff he's working on. No one can decipher his organization system but him. He also tends to use the application Complete Bullshit to keep up with the ludicrous amount of websites and news feeds he monitors to stay hip to the scene. Dave, open Complete Bullshit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck. This is complete bullshit. Content Aggregator, version 4.13. Check if Sweetbro and HellaJeff has a sweet update. Your bro keeps up with your projects in his aggregator, just like you keep up with his. He's tuned into your various blogs, and of course, Sweetbro and HellaJeff. You navigate to the latest comic in one of the many bullshit feed bands. Bro, I got a ticket for the big game. It's sports. Dog, I am so jealous. You know I love the big game. Oh yeah. And there he goes. the big man has the rock. He's driving so hard through the point downtown. Alley-oop for the slam dunk. Mouse over the orange stripe containing plush rump. Oh, Jesus Christ. Senor Wentz's Bunraku Chin Face. Another one of your bro's many ironic websites. The difference here is he rakes in thousands of dollars a month through his enterprise. Smuppets are a multi-billion-dollar-a-year enterprise, and it's awfully hard to resist taking a firm squeeze from the plump udder of that cash cow. God, bet there's a lot of give to that ass. Says Limp Legs Akimbo. Soft ass. Bounce a coin off it. It's not going anywhere. Dave, stop wasting time and look for Bro's beta. I guess you've messed around on his computer long enough. Better get a move on before it's too late for Rose, or worse yet, your bro catches you. But my God, the rumps. They are transfixing. You know this is ironic and all. When your bro reaches echelons of irony you can only dream of daring to fathom, but on rare occasions, when your guard is down, it all seems just a tad unsettling to you. Oh, hey there, Cal. Dave, give little Cal a nervous fist bump. Sure starting to flip the fuck out, without losing your cool, of course. Dave, pester John to ease your nerves. You get Egbert on the line, and again to give him the lowdown on your progress. You feel it's important to keep the wires hot, but he's not answering. You wonder what that guy is up to. Hey, what's up? What happened to the monster that's totally definitely in your room? Did you kill it? Where are you, man? Anyway, things are cool here. Totally cool. Puppet's still awesome. No problems with them or anything. Like, just really, really awesome. Looks like Rose is finally logged in again. Didn't John say her house was burning down? You wonder if she's on fire yet or something. Dave, pester Rose. Oh, there you are. John said your house is burning down. Are you on fire yet or what? No, for now I have retired to the safety of a smaller building, which is much closer to the forest fire threatening my residence. Oh, well, that's a relief. John told me to get the game to help you out of there, so I'm working on it. I'm working on that now. Working on it? Yeah, my bro's copy. It's a long story. Hey, don't tell John this, but I think he might have been right about the puppets. They're sort of starting to freak me out a little. You're referring to your brother's collection. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's cool and all. The semi-ironic puppet thing or whatever, or semi-ironic. Man, I don't even know. I'm just starting to think about this shit. It's going a little far and it's kind of fucked up. I mean, I've seen his websites. I like them. Yeah, well, you would. Man, I wish little Cal wouldn't just look at me like that with those dead eyes. Jesus. Sometimes I dream that he's real and he's talking to me, and I wake up in a cold sweat and basically flip the fuck out. Interesting. Oh, God, why did I just tell you about my dreams? You're gonna have a field day with that one. I'm currently scrawling notes furiously into one of the many psychoanalysis journals I maintain for you, published papers forthcoming. Because, you know, it's not like either of us have anything better to do with that at the moment than to evaluate each other's radically debilitating pathologies. Yeah, I'm gonna get moving. Oh, have you heard from John? He's not answering me. He won't answer me either, but I am watching him. I suspect he is preoccupied with the fact that he has just had a bucket of water dumped on his head by the ghost of his dead grandmother, who also appears to be dressed like a clown. Alright, I'm out. Later. Seconds in the future, but not many. John, what are you doing? Snap out of it. We ought to discuss what your grandmother told you, don't you think? Fine, enjoy your stupor. I'll go about my business elsewhere. Rose, deploy the punch Designix. John, whenever you read this, you should know that I put the shale you collected to use and finally deployed the punch Designix. It's in your study. I can only drop it, though. You'll have to be the one to mess around with it and see what it does. When you're finished with your weird histrionics, maybe you could give it a try? I'm updating my walkthrough, and it would help to know what it does. Imps. Also, I should probably warn you that your house and yard are completely infested with monsters now. Try to be careful. So I can see. Stupid lousy imps. They're mucking up all my cool stuff. Oh, there you are. Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm not sure what came over me there. I was acting really crazy for some reason, but my head feels like it's clearing up. I think I'm all right now. John, rebuild the claw hammer and return it to the specibus. You're getting way better at this sort of thing. John, confront Pogo Ride to prepare yourself for Nana. Thank God your sanity has returned just so you can entertain extremely rational, coherent thoughts like this one. You examine the Pogo Ride from your bathroom window. You do not like what you see. Oh God, those sons of bitches. No one risks painful injury on your green slime ghost Pogo Ride. No one but you. Let's try this again. Use the arrow keys to operate the Pogo Ride for insane combos. Okay. What? Oh my God. 37,000 points. Rose, drop something heavy on one of those imps. Rose, my piano! Sorry, there's no nuance to these controls at all. I was hoping to bludgeon the imp without letting go of it. I guess I can't really do that. The broken piano isn't the end of the world, though. I guess you're right. You'll need to pick up the spoils in person. I can't interact with the grist. So that means I have to go out the back door? Yes, is there a problem? Well, it might sound dumb, but I was hoping to avoid Nana and spooky ghost cookies. You're right. That does sound dumb. Can you see her in the kitchen? Yes. What's she doing? Is she baking? You could say that. Are you sure you can't get that grist up to me somehow? I mean, maybe. Rose, use Pogo Ride to fling grist through window. Doesn't look like the grist is going anywhere. You just never know. You never know how these gaming abstractions work. Rose, drop Pogo Ride in John's bathroom. John, get the grist. There you go. Why don't you check out on the DesignX? You can do that while I get to work. On what? Piano. Level up for slaying the imp. The piano in its valiant effort has unfortunately been slain. But if it hadn't, it would have raked in so many boon dollars you have no idea. So many. Rose, it's time to build. Nana said to build, so that's what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, okay. But this sure is going to take a lot of grist. Looks like you're going to be busy, John. Ugh. Well, what are you building? Stairs. They're fairly expensive, actually. Aw, man, I could have warned you of that about stairs. I'll try recouping some of the grist from the catwalk I built earlier. It keeps happening! Ah, good. Looks like I can get a refund for earlier allocations. I told you, Rose! I told you about stairs! Okay, consider me fully briefed on the matter of stairs. Now, if you don't mind, it's hard enough to concentrate on this without immersing ourselves in Strider's non sequiturs. Did you know he thinks puppets are cool? Does he? He's so dumb. Rose, use build grist to construct observation tower on roof. Okay, you obviously don't have enough grist yet for something that ambitious, but you can get started with something of a foundation for upward construction at least. John, check cabinets for imps or useful items. No imps in here, just a lot of shaving cream. Dad loves shaving. It's basically all they do. Not baking, that is. John, bring 2 cans of shaving cream. You capture log 2 cans of shaving cream. Just in case, you never know when you'll need to bust out a hilarious shaving cream Santa beer to ratchet up your prankster's gambit. Your telescope goes flying out the window. John, ride the Pogo Ride. It's a little cramped in here for any sort of proper reckless pogoing. You'll just grab it and hang on to it until the right moment presents itself. The towel floats back onto the rack. The circle of stupidity is complete. Rose, check up on Nanaquin. See what's cooking. Alrighty then, Nanaquin can fight. John, make your way to the study. It looks like the imps have been taking a shining to the Cruxtruder. Cruxite and black goo are everywhere. John, ride the Slimer Pogo and one-up that imp. Well, okay, it's not a Slimer Pogo, but you mount it anyway and brandish your deadly armaments. John, ride your steed to victory. This is incredibly dangerous. John, flip the fuck out. Let's see how they like the old double-barrel lather bastard. Whoops! Oh shit! Mr. John, I respectfully ask that you please stand up. Huh. Don't move or the pogo gets it. Now, sir boy, flee from this boorish rabble post-haste. Nice abscond, dude. Refrigerator. Level up for slaying the imp. The refrigerator skyrockets up the ladder to a new rung, 5-star General Electric, and earns 285 boon dollars. Things are really looking up for this feisty appliance. Well done, John. Polite congratulations. For some reason, you feel a sense of positive reinforcement. Wherever that feeling is coming from, it sure is a welcome change from the erratic moods you were experiencing earlier. Now, my civil fellow, I have a well-mannered query to ask. I blocked the entrance to the study to give you some space to work with the design inks. John, Kim's behind you. Should I take care of it? You trapped your PDA again, didn't you? Why did you have to pick up all that stupid shaving cream? It's so pointless. Rose, drop something heavy on one of those imps. John, might I bother you for a can opener? Oblivious to the commotion behind you, suddenly you find yourself pondering the whereabouts of a can opener. You'd think there's probably one in the kitchen, but their path is blocked by the fridge. John is completely unresponsive. What the hell is this nincompoop doing? Years in the future. But let's not get totally carried away here. The studious eye darts about a page like a honeybee gathering the nectar of wisdom. Typical human. Please. Thank you. You are welcome. Good day. How do you do? Splendid, and you? Gratification. Further courtesy. Favor is mutually curried. Tear. Munch munch. Elixir known as tea. Absurd vestigial fourth digit is cantilevered. Everyone is very polite. Rip. Munch 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 chew. I can't take as many of these as I'd like for comprehensive documentation. For what it's worth, here's what I've managed to collect so far. More captures forthcoming. Co-player John assesses environment after transition to medium, followed by Sprite. Sans kernel, prototyped once pre-hatch, completely useless in this form. Severed from suburban grid, house remains mysteriously powered. Convenience presumably facilitated by game, which perhaps deems navigating a powerless house to be a handicap less in keeping with the spirit of the game's principal statement of challenge. Internet connection also remains stable. Will likely remain stable until the internet itself is compromised by some external threat. Something like that. Like, say, hackers. Kill monster, get grist, build onto house. That's the game. Didn't know about what point of this was at the time. Floundering trial and error on exhibit. Unsuccessful attempt at Tier 2 prototyping. Knowing what I know now, I might have avoided using a backbreaking Vademecum for practical jokesters rife with antiquated lexicon and racist aphorisms. Either that, or I might have tried harder to succeed. Final screen capture before I lost my internet signal for a time. I don't know what happened thereafter, but when I returned, the car was nowhere to be found, and the driveway plateau was in a state of disrepair. The mysteries, will they ever cease? Sprite prototyped once more with grandmother's remains. She treats John to some helpful exposition in a friendly and grandmaternal manner. Co-player has displayed inexorably capricious behavior since arrival. Stress-related? Contracted virus indigenous to realm? It should be noted he was kind of a weird guy anyway. Designix deployed. Still no clue what this does. At mercy of co-player's foolish prioritization tendencies. Grist payload from slain foe. Whether I deal the damage or co-player does, yield is the same. Though I have a significant advantage in battle, taking measures into my own hands deprives John of hand-to-hand combat experience, which ostensibly will become more critical later. Building. The point. Building upward. The point. Sharpen it and direct it. Ah, steeds, what steeds? Has the whirlwind of home in your mains? Is there a sensitive ear alert as a flame in your every fiber? Hearing the familiar song from above, all in one accord, you strain your bronze chests, and hooves barely touching the ground turn into straight lines, cleaving the air, and all inspired by God, it rushes on. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck he's doing here. Another one of these things. Really, Egbert family? Really? A view of his kidnapped father's room. I can't see in here for some reason. Perhaps this is because John himself has never entered the room. It is possible that I can see only, in a sense, what John can see, or has seen already. I've not found the time to discuss with him yet. If he enters the room, the question may answer itself.